I don't know, but he should have gave Zane the win because I mean, that's Rodney not being there to play.
Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Yeah. Well, the game on YouTube, I'm going to play the game. He can kick it up.
Kickoff to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's got it again. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answer.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Gators are flying down the field. In the red area, it's Daniels. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Yo.
The game on YouTube, bro.
Fair catch here.
Oh, okay. I'll pull it up, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
Yes.
First down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Bannon. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why they're going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going for it all. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Might be. Yeah, I'm at half. No, I'm just sitting here until they tell me my medicine rest. I'm going to pick all this medicine up.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work.
All right, Mom. All right.
From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that
I don't even know who I was throwing it to.
Field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forth.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going for it all.
He trucks it.
Incomplete, the defense holds.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page.
Bryce, this boy, ain't kicking that.
Refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
To throw, it's Bannon. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Now he's looking to throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Looking downfield, it's Bannon. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Pulled down for the tackle.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Bannon. Fires into the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Oh, the
Through
wind.
his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Oh, the damn ball went short, man.
He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on
With the wind blowing.
return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it
With the
done
wind
as a
blowing.
defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw. It's Bannon. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Running behind that left side. At the 40, there he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Oh, that's it. Wow. That's wild.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air. It's Bannon. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to have the mentality.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we ain't been playing that long. We just in the 3rd quarter.
We get the double.
Shit, the damn wind blowing so damn hard down here in Clemson.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground.
Ball so damn hard down, you know. I think it's blowing. That's it, bud. What about that? I think throw the ball like I want to. Well, the damn wind is blowing, boy.
Find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
You can't damn throw it, so they're going to run it. The wind is hanging it out there, man.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Floating away. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Daniels. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll go to the ground. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, come on.
It's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 7, Clemson 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Bannon. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome.
Wow.
And he's got it at the tag. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You ain't even the lead. What are you talking?
Heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll run play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Handoff to the lone back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. Picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game.
The wind is blowing the damn ball. I can't put it deep.
Need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
To give as they work on that clock. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And it should be very doable for this offense to pick up a couple of inches, move the sticks for a first down, and put one in the win column. Back to the ground with the running back. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. If they get this one to the finish line behind this powerful running game, landmark moment, guys, to win a top 10 showdown this early in the season.
Yeah, and just proving why I'm the higher-ranked team, right? Like proving my ranking, building my case throughout the season. This is a great one to put on the ledger. This will be